to do this, quote air quote podcast, or it's literally a chat to talk about these things, yeah, and explain what we expect as officers from you guys, which I'm pretty sure 80% of you already do it, again, because we know 20% maybe don't prepare as much as others. And if not all, I think most of you already plan this or already do this on a regular basis. And what we tell you is just going to be us reassuring you that what you're doing is right. And, thank you for that. This is what we expect from you guys. And maybe there are some things that we forget to mention, and you can definitely help us with that will help us become better players and definitely be better officers for next year. And the rest of the guild, again, better players. We're going to start with Holy. First, he's going to talk about basically how to prepare as a healer for a new tier. Then we're going to do me. DPS. I'll talk about DPS generally and tanks. And then we'll do the third segment will be Coxie talking over. Basically, he made 2 documents for us. Again, thank you for that amazing job, Coxie. And he'll explain how to min-max the early weeks, which is the week not the week we're on right now, next week and the week after, so that you can literally finish the game in hopefully 3 weeks versus 1 month or 2 months before, and just do fuck all for the rest of the season. And that's it. So we'll talk about it. And of course, it's an open discussion, but please try to let the person finish his point. Yeah. Holy Habibi, mic is yours.
I'm AFK.
Mali, come back. Please come back.
Please come back.
Yeah.
Okay. So where do I begin? The preparation that I personally do myself to keep basically being up to date. Other than that, like watching the race and watching the specific streamers of the classes that they play. For example, as a priest, I watch Jack. Yeah, Jack be casting when he's doing PTRs or anything he does, or mood mode for disc. Like I keep update these, keep watching to know what exactly happening. Beside that is go through Warcraft logs, literally different builds, even if it's like 1%. Yeah, I want to
When the raid
know.
goes live, you mean? Yeah, when the raid
Yeah,
goes
yeah, yeah.
live.
When
Yeah.
the raid
Okay.
goes live, even if there's only 1% playing different build, I want to know why. And how can I find that 1% is with sub creation, because sub creation goes through every single log and categorize them based on their HPS or their gear or their talent build. There's so many different stuff that you can actually get out of sub creation, and then go through their individual logs and try to figure out why. And if we
Subscription
cannot
gets
figure,
updated early, Holy? Like literally from
yes,
week 1 gets
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah, nice.
So
I didn't know
even if
that.
I cannot figure that out myself, why he is going that way, there's the
Yeah.
Discord classes that I can ask and point that out. Maybe someone figure that out, because
No.
so many times even Jack, yeah, if he doesn't know something, most of the time he's getting those info by someone like us that goes through the logs and sees something that has a potential or wants to figure it out why is the reason, but he
Yeah.
can't figure out himself. Then like someone else do it for him. So that's one thing. The
Yeah.
other thing is, when I want to plan how to play on a fight, I use sites like Lorgs, or what was the other site, DJ, that we used?
Wipe
Wow,
first? Wipe first or?
Vibefest. Yes,
Yeah.
Lorgs
Yeah.
and Vibefest. The
Yeah.
difference is just like when I find a log, I paste it on those websites.
Thank
And
you, Aya, for the recommendation also. Yeah.
yes, that was by Aya, and thank you. I go through those logs more in depth, and I can pinpoint exactly when they're
Let's
using their
show them an
CDs.
example if possible, Holly. Coxie, if you
Um,
don't mind, I'll just open wifest.gg and I'll send you a link. Keep talking, Habibi. I'll send him the link now. I'll find the Holy Priest log.
yeah,
Or even the rest of the one we were talking about when we were
any.
discussing council. Yeah.
So, as for example, any log, let them open anything
Yeah.
on Vibefest. So basically on Vibefest, I will see exactly when they pop their CD and based on the damage patterns, because you can see what's happening on our boss fight as well, what's boss doing, so you can figure out when and why they're using that CD. That gives you a hint of how to prepare for such a fight per se, and you can plan your stuff even if like it's a small change. Because for example, for example, me and DJ, when we're planning the healing CD, we might ignore how a shaman does his cloud bursts, yeah, and we are not going to assign the cloud bursts. So as a shaman, I will check these logs because that's a CD that I'm going to
You go
use.
to timeline, Coxie. Sorry, Habibi, if you go to timeline on the right, yes, and then hide all on the left side. Click on hide all, yellow button. Yeah, and then scroll down all the way to, let's say, healing cooldowns and red cooldowns, for example.
Yeah, and one more thing under that.
Yeah. Now this is
Red
a 1
cooldowns.
minute and a half fight, yeah, on Primal Council, so maybe not the
Yeah,
best example, but still shows you. Sorry,
yeah.
one more thing. If you can go to boss ability on the left there and take Meteor Axe, for example. Meteor Axe, that's the AoE damage, and
Yeah.
Primal Blizzard. Yeah. So this is
Yeah.
how you basically read the fight, really, yeah?
Yeah. So basically, I know what boss is doing and what are the teams are preparing for those abilities. That's the big stuff that usually be in DJ. Based on this, will provide the notes. But as a healer myself, I want to know, outside these abilities, what I can do to pump as a healer. Especially is, for example, like I said, Cloudburst on Shaman. Yeah, it's free to use. We're not gonna assign it. So best he can do as a shaman is go through these logs, check the damage potentials. You can do it on your own if you want to make your own timer, or just look another log that already have a high parses shaman and copy, for example, his Cloudburst times. That way you don't have to do the like thinking per se and just copy paste from the guy.
Yeah.
That's one thing. The other thing is I usually do is using questionable help me with
That's
using
fine.
that.
I'll send the link. I'll send the link to him. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm
Questionably
using
epic, yeah.
Question,
yeah,
Epic.
I'm using that website to I don't trust it. Yeah, I don't trust
I think you're talking about the
Sims.
sim section,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reading logs is basically done. Yeah, it's just these three sites: Lurgs, Wipefest, and Warcraft logs.
Yeah, so again, pick your class and just look at everything your class does. Yeah, if you're a Rasta Shaman, look at all Rasta Shamans. If you're a Evoker, look at all what Evokers do.
If you
Open a stream
wanna,
of an Evoker and stuff. No, I
if you
agree with you,
wanna,
definitely. Oli. If you just literally consume all Evoker content, let's say as a Preservation Evoker,
yeah,
you're bound to find some small thing that's good. Yeah?
yeah.
Same thing with any other class. Definitely agree with that. I sent you the link, Coxie, on
If
DM
they
for
wanna
Questionably
go
Epic.
through the
If you
logs,
click on the first thing on the top left, Questionably Epic Live, what Holly's talking about? No, yeah, this one. Thank you. That's the one Holly's talking
about the
about. Yeah.
logs again, DJ. If
Yeah.
they wanna check logs, I highly
Yeah.
suggest use the Warcraft logs. If you don't mind, Cooksy, go to Warcraft logs.
Yeah.
And DJ can guide you here. Here's the thing. How we find those logs is simply go through the option and add our healing setup.
Okay. Sure. So go to
Yeah.
raids, Coxie, exactly. Let's pick Razi G rankings. This is good heroes. At least now you know how we do most of it, or how generally all guilds do it, because we copy the same thing. And then go to execution, Attaboy, and then go to the magnifier on the top right. Yes, and then
Yeah.
go to holy. Put one holy priest.
For example,
One
yeah,
holy
one
paladin.
holy priest, one holy
Start
paladin,
whatever
tick
you want. Yeah,
those.
start whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you type one, it will automatically tick it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
put-
So we make the healing setup that we have here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Let's pick the same comp we had, Coxie, if possible. Let's
What
go
was
one
that?
Rasadud, one Holy Paladin, one Priest, and one Evoker.
yeah, and uncheck the disk.
Yeah, uncheck the disk. And
Yeah,
one
and
Rasadud
search.
on the left. On the left. Rasadud. Restoration Road, yeah. You might want to add Enhancement Shaman because not many people don't play without one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you press search, basically.
I mean, it's true, DJ. I'm gonna be playing Elemental next season.
Now we have all the available logs with the same healing setup. That's what we do, me
Yeah.
and DJ. Go through these, a couple of these, yeah, and
Probably
pick,
10, look at 10 sometimes, 5 to 10. Yeah.
yeah, because we also check their damage dealers as well and their tanks. So we want to
Yeah.
get as close as to someone that already killed the boss with the same setup. We pick those logs, go through them, and then decide which one works better for us. So as a
Yeah.
healer, if you want to do your min max, you can also do the same, go through the same logs, see their
Yeah.
healing patterns and how they're performing and how they're preparing the ramp, if there's a ramp for their class, or how they're doing their
I think this
small
will be best for
CDs.
Mythic Holy, yeah? Since for Heroic
Yes,
and Normal it's
for
whatever.
heroics doesn't
Since you
matter.
know
Yeah,
we're gonna go Mythic anyways, so
yeah,
you might as well. Since from week 1 people are gonna do Mythic, you can just start checking logs from week 1 on
yeah.
whatever boss we're gonna do. We'll talk about the plan for Mythic later, definitely.
Mm.
Okay, and then QE Holy. What about QE?
Questionary
You have
epic.
to create your character there, yeah?
Yes, you create and give him the links and everything. Bottom line is it's kind of similar to Raidbots, but for healers. But 99% of the time, it just picks the highest eye level just because the intellect know the reason.
Yeah.
But again, I don't trust it, but still I'm running this
So
as well.
your advice, Habibi, for week 1, let's say week 1, for the healers and the guild, or for yourself, if uh, you're raiding, of course. So for yourself,
Yeah.
week 1, what do you recommend you should do to be the best version of yourself for Wednesday's raid or Thursday's raid, for example?
The
What do you
biggest
recommend we
the
do?
most
Yeah,
important thing is the watching the best when they're live
yeah,
and they're sending. There are a couple
yeah.
of guilds, I think
Your class
Sleuth
POV,
skill.
of course. Yeah, your
Yeah,
class POV.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sleuth
Okay.
skills or BDGG. These type of like you don't want to. I don't generally like the top notch 5 guilds, for example,
Yeah,
Echo and
yeah.
because you don't understand what's happening and what's the reason
Yes,
behind it because
exactly.
there's so many things behind it.
Yeah,
But the second tier rates and guilds, those are
yeah,
the things that you get most value, such as again Jack B casting. Yeah, that's my priest. He is not the top notch like
yeah,
rank like race guild. So
yeah.
when I watch him, that's only one priest he has prepared, and you can also get all the value out of the priest POV because he doesn't have multiple characters. He doesn't have the reason to have those characters. So whatever min max he does, it's almost what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
But
okay.
bottom
So find
line
your
right now,
class, yeah.
yeah,
Find your class. Watch their stream. Look for a guild from, let's say, top 50 to 100. Don't look for
yeah,
the early guilds. I mean, first of all, find someone streaming.
yeah,
Then see if they don't find a very strong guild because they don't explain most of the things they do. They already have a million strategy meetings. Find guilds that are talking about the shit while it's happening, so you can learn more.
yeah. The
Especially the
couple
day
of
raiding
things,
guilds, yeah, the day
yeah,
raiding guilds.
couple of
Yeah,
things that I would suggest all the healers do and
yeah,
like have these in mind are definitely have the healing ring, the amulet
yeah.
from previous tier. That's gonna be our base most likely throughout this patch. So we are not gonna even bother with rings. That's the first thing. The second thing is leech. It got nerfed. The leech
Oh,
on gear
yeah.
has less value. So if previous tiers we would sacrifice item level for leech, it might be still the case, but not to the extreme of keeping a normal piece and not having replaced it with Mythic Plus, for example, because Mythic Plus is the biggest source of gear right now, since it can get upgraded to 441, almost Mythic
Yeah, we'll
high
talk about
level.
that too. Well, yeah, when the Cox's document,
Yeah.
definitely we'll explain more of that. Yeah.
And the other
But
thing
what
is
changed
about
only in Leech? What changed exactly in Leech? Is it the
simply less
percentage heal you
value.
get? Or?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just
Okay,
less percentage heal per point of leech.
forecast.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
25% nerf.
25% now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing is, as a healer, you might want to look at is, or anyone for that matter, crafted gear. I think they just said have more value because of the eye
Yeah.
level. Yeah. So we want those on the items that give primary stat.
Yes.
So
Big
necks
budget.
and
Big budget
rings,
stats.
yeah, necks and
Definitely.
rings
No,
are
no.
the pieces
Big no,
we
no.
leech on, and we will consider keeping the leech and not upgrading them. But if you ever decided to, for example, get rid of a socket or upgrade your ring for that socket, you need to know 10 eye level right now, not worth losing a socket. Because a socket gives you 103 stats, 10 eye level is 86. The next breakpoint is about 15, 16 eye level, because that eye level gives you 138 stats. So if it's more than 15 eye level, it's okay to lose the gem.
I think this is for healers and DPS. If I'm not
And
mistaken.
DPS. It might be different for DPS because the stat value might be different.
I mean, for us, it's Sims. We don't care. Yeah.
The other thing is the embellished. Yeah. Like Lariat is losing value by second. Every second we go into the new patch.
Yeah.
The thing is about the embellished, for example, again, as a priest, they buff dart. So there's a saying that you can go with double dart, especially after the buffs.
Or the healing dart embellishment,
yeah. Or I might go, for example, double party buff, such as, for example, cloth wrists that gives verse to my party, because the more damage they do, faster bosses dies, and I genuinely don't care about my logs, because dart and stuff like that is only good because you see it on the logs and has some healing value. But generally speaking, killing more bosses faster, making our team stronger because of verse, they take less damage, is also a hidden value.
This is a point we discussed, Holly and I, a lot, and it does 1-2% of your healing, and as you mentioned, random targets. So it doesn't save anyone's life, just adds more HPS for you. The other thing you could use, as you mentioned, the embellished, where it buffs other people, which is, it's better. Buffing giving us verse, I'm assuming. It's much better than random heals. Again, my approach, Holly, would be to check the top guilds and what embellishments are they running, the healers. But I definitely agree with you. If healing, because I was talking to Monkeling about this also a few days ago. I told him, by the time we reached the boss, for example, Razi G, our gear was so good that it didn't matter if we had a 3% buff from the rogue, for example, or it didn't matter if you had healing injector as a priest. We just wanted you to buff us. We wanted to do more damage. We didn't care about the HPS there. Even as a healer, your ring from the new area should be DPS ring. Shouldn't be healing.
I was on one of the kills, if you remember, I went fully DPS as well.
Yeah. If we want to min-max things, so definitely agree, but we will 100%, like all of this is talk. Once the new season comes in, we're talking now because you want to prepare. We want to have some loadout ready for the new tier. Something ready. Once the new tier comes in, instantly dive into logs, dive into streams, as Holly mentioned. Definitely, that's a good point. And what do you recommend for healers to prepare for the new raid? I mean, what items do they gun for? Or which mythic pluses do they do, to counter? Like, if they know, for example, they get this item from the raid, should they go do something else? In Mythic Plus, should they target specific dungeons, you think? Trinkets?
Any item. There's no specific. Like, anything right now, especially as a healer, because the huge intellect buff that you gain from the new gear, just get as many as new gear possible. Just spam the Mythic Plus. That's one thing. I said the amulet. There's a new enchant.
The ring.
A new...
these new healing enchants. Didn't they nerf them? I think they nerfed them.
It got nerfed, but still keep watch an eye on them.
Check the logs, definitely.
And the other thing, I forgot. There's a new rune which gives mastery. If you're a heavy mastery class that gets a lot of value, that's one thing you should look forward. And just that's it. Like to spam the plus if you have time. I need to double check. I will tell you.
I think the vendor sells it. Is Hissing Rune? Yeah, Hissing Rune. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coxie. Hissing Rune. Okay.
Just
there's a new oil, Holy. There's a new enchant on weapon. There's a new, it's the rune, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, that's the rune. That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, you get a master rune now?
That's new basically. Holy just said it. Okay.
I don't know if I missed something or not. If I remember something,
I mean, if Kilo's here, you can chime in. Yeah, if there's anything you think we forgot to mention, we didn't cover. I mean, do let us know. We're gonna move on to the DPS section now. The fuck fest, basically. Right. So good. Nothing then. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead,
Sorry.
Eva. No, go ahead. Yeah.
I think the only item that might matter in dungeons is going to be a rain song. It's a trinket from the thingy. Where is the windy dungeon that's coming?
Vortex Pinnacle.
Vortex
Yeah.
Pinnacle,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
means.
I think it comes from that. It gives some haste, and it's pretty good for the classes I checked. You can go check your classes in QE, I guess. But that was the thing I targeted, I guess. Also, I saw a
Yeah.
Reddit post that basically like categorized which piece of loot, which piece of gear specifically, each class gets from which dungeon. I can like send that link. I think that would be kind of useful for you to target dungeons.
Thunder definitely.
Sure,
Should
by
go
all
to
means.
ABC Raid Prep, or yeah, I think ABC Raid Prep will put it there. I'll ping you there if you can post it. I'm gonna add the new
I
bosses
need
in
to
as soon as
find
we're
it.
done with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever you do, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. We're gonna move on to DPS then now.
Mhm.
DPS is pretty simple, yeah. What you want to do is you really want to be the strongest possible version of yourself for week one. You don't want to, and you want to squeeze every possible DPS. Tactics, strategy, bosses, we'll talk about them in the next segment. That's whatever. Yes, sure, there are some bosses where there will be 2 targets stacked. Yeah, so I want to play something else. But for now, I'm gonna go through what I did for my hunter. Hunters, help me out if I missed anything here. What I did for my hunter, and I hope you guys did the same, or maybe I forgot something. Let me know. Coxie, if you don't mind, Habi, everything is in podcast tab.
Okay.
Where is it? I lost the tab. There it is. So click on number 1 if you don't mind. I'm gonna click with you because I forgot about them also. Yeah, so I've been playing Hunter for a very long time. Yes, not good at it. I know, Fifi, don't have to say it. And I know the class like the bottom of my hand. I know everything, but it doesn't hurt me to check or to update the information I know about it. And when I'm subscribed to Azor, so I have all of the premium stuff he gives. So normally I don't do much research because he does most of the research for me. I just piggyback off him. But I opened Wowhead, even though again I know the class back and through. I know everything about it. I opened Wowhead to read, and lo and behold, I found out that MM Hunter switched from crit mastery as our main stat to haste crit, which is insane because since I've played Hunter and I know that MM doesn't need much haste, maybe 10, 11% for team max, and then you never ever take any more haste because haste is in your rotation, basically. It's imbued in your rotation. Whenever you use rapid fire, you get haste on next aim shot, and it bakes into the rotation. But then there were new talent changes. They nerfed them. I thought they weren't going to stick, but these new talent changes changed the entire way hunters play. So I checked Wowhead, even though again I know my class. I just said maybe I'll update. Maybe there's something I missed. Maybe something I forgot, and it did. If you check Wowhead, I'll send you the link. Coxie, for hunters, they changed a lot. MM Hunter at least changed a lot. And when I was watching, I'm gonna send you hunters if you want, hunters in the guild if you want. I can definitely share. But Daddy Azor is not going to be happy about it, but I can definitely share the sims. I'm going to
Okay.
send you the sim now.
But I am subscribed to Azor too. I see all
Okay,
of
good.
them.
Then it's fine then. Yeah, then I can share it with you. We're in the club together, the secret club. if you don't mind opening, yeah. So Azor does gear compare, and Coxie will walk us through gear compare. I know most of you guys know how to do gear compare on Raidbots, but again, just to help us out, yeah, help each other out. So Azor did gear compare with his own shenanigans, his own coding and stuff for the new tiers and everything, and he found out that this is with the new gear, fully new gear, yeah, a 4-piece new. Acidic and Tox are the best combination for us. Acidic meaning the boots that leather walkers do, and Tox is the toxified armor patch. So I can equip it, I can put it on any armor, male armor, basically. And I didn't know about that. Like I thought that the Shadow Flame would be the best, basically. And then, after I saw this, I opened Wowhead. I'm going to send you the link now, Coxie. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I'm telling you how I prepared, so hopefully you guys can do the same. Yeah, even though I'm on the bench, sad. But maybe I missed something. Maybe you guys missed something that I did, and I can help you with that, definitely. So if you go to Season 2 cheat sheet, first thing I did is that I knew that MM would be better from the PTR that we've seen. If you see the stat priority changed, it's agility, haste, crit. I don't know if I can show you the old version, but it was mastery crit. is always mastery crit. Crit mastery, mastery crit. So this changed, and this was big. Once I saw this, I was like, wait, what the fuck? It changed, basically. So I went and I simmed, if you check the sim, Coxie again. I went and I simmed all of my gear into, I just changed gems and everything. And I gained, if you can check the relative DPS, put the tick on it if you don't mind. Yeah. I gained 1.1% DPS, literally just by changing sockets. Yeah, nothing changed in my gear. It's the same as it is. I just changed sockets. So this is one step to min-maxing for next week. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I just squeezed more, 1k DPS more from my character. Yes, but DJ, you're not gonna. I know. Shut up, Fifi. I know you're already in my head. I know what you mean. But still, my character can squeeze 1k more. After this, I realized I had one extra spark in my bag, and I was like, and Coxie here help me with this. I'll send you if you can open link number 2 if you don't mind, Cox. So I simmed Drop Optimizer, Professions, Epic, Concentrate, Primal Infusion. I simmed all of them, and I noticed that the boots give me 1.1 DPS increase. Now, if you don't know, they buffed all of the embellishments. Arky, you can attest to that. I think you already told me about that. So there, I gained another 1k DPS. So far, 2k DPS I gained literally just by Inval Draken. I didn't do anything new. Yeah.
What boots did you take? Just
the frost damage one.
Oh, yeah. For you, it's frost. For me, it's
yeah,
it's
but
the
they buffed
stats one.
everything. That's what I'm saying.
But
So
it makes
if you see
sense.
here, I gained 1k DPS just by that boots. Literally nothing. I just crafted this and I got it from that. And then if you don't mind, Coxie, the third sim. Again, you should be running these things, guys. Yeah, you should be simming your character 3-4 multiple times, top gear, change all your sockets, all your gear. You don't know what's gonna happen. And then here, Coxie helped me with a gear compare, where I told Coxie, okay, Coxie, what if I remove the lariat, remove the neck, and craft a chest and put the toxic armor patch on it? That's the one of the embellishments, basically. You put it on an item when you craft it, and it turns out I gain 1.3k DPS also from that. So that's 3k DPS gain, now 3% DPS gain, while just sitting idle. Now, I didn't have the extra spark, Sag, but now I know at least that when I get the new spark, after I craft my weapon, I know what I'm going to need. For example, I know what I'm going to craft. And I'll talk about that later, of course. That's the final part here. And then if you don't mind, Coxie, last one.
This is the last one.
That's the last one, yeah? That's number 4? Okay.
Yes.
So by now I squeezed 2k more DPS from my class. Now, since I play multi-spec, yeah, and this is for the multi-speckers, I figured let me sim BM and what's it called? And survival. See, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe BM does more. I don't know. And I found, let me just send it to you. Give me a sec. And survival here. Yeah. Sorry, Coxie, I'm DMing you now. So I simmed MM. I sim 102k right now, MM. This is BM, pure single target, 93. And again, remember, the new raid is pure single. Actually, I mean, 7 out of 9 or 6 out of 9 bosses are pure single target. So whenever you're simming, you want to sim for that. Literally just full, pure single target. Nothing else. Yeah? We don't care. The AoE, we can easily fix it. And then this is survival, Coxie, if you don't mind. Because if you notice on Azor's thing document, survival is going to be the top for single target, then MM, then BM. And it was surprising. I thought BM would be better, but again, I have to double check and see. So that's why I'm encouraging you guys to go check. Yeah, I know it's a shitty polearm, but it's something at least. I'm encouraging you guys to go through WoWhead again, read the guides. You know everything. I know you know everything. I know you're prepped, but you might have missed something that will make you squeeze more DPS. And you're not doing anything now anyways. There's not much to do in the game until next week. So I'd rather you do the heavy lifting or the reading now, so that next week comes in and you just spam keys. Yeah? We went through these, of course, definitely. With the things, if you don't mind checking gear, Coxie, is this the gear one? There is the gear, season 2 gear, yeah. Scroll down to embellishment. Yeah, here. So, best gear to spend Sparks of Shadow Flame on, he tells us, Toxified Armor Patch first, with Acidic Hailstone. I thought it would be Shadow Flame Tempered Armor Patch, but he also explains that, I mean, again, Azor is a very good guide writer, of course, but still, he tells us that, these two items, if you equip them, you have 20% less movement speed. So you might have to watch out, you might have to play something safe or whatever. it doesn't matter. I think we definitely should go for more damage always, and then just blame the movement speed whenever we fail. That's the best way. I think for me at least on the bench.
Thank you. That's my excuse. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll use that
I'll
as
book the excuse.
on the bench.
You benched.
Yeah, I'll just use it on the bench. It's fine, Fifi.
Oh, you use it for me. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So that's that definitely. Now that's done. Khalas. I min-max my character for week 1. I know I'm gonna play MM. I switched all my gems to haste crit. I'm still using the fucking lariat because I have nothing else to do, but it's whatever. I know what I need to do. I know this is the best version of my character for week 1, normal and heroic, because there is no time to min-max. Now, what's the next step, guys? Yeah, what's the next step? Droptomizer. Yeah, number 1. I'll send you the Droptomizer links now. Sorry, I didn't update them on the tab earlier. And the second point is, first of all, theory craft the bosses, but we'll do that on the strategy section. I don't want to waste time now. The second point, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, it was Droptomizers. And then, yes, how am I going to craft the sparks? What's literally my order of sparks? And you should all do the same thing. And we'll talk about that. I'll save this point. We'll talk about it with Coxie once we open the sheet. But the most important thing here is, are you online now, Coxie?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you have the Hunter here, but can you show us the raid gear for Hunter, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I'll see.
Yeah. So, we've established, guys, that, again, this is only Hunter. I don't know about your class, but I hope it's the same. We've established that I need the boots, acidic, and then Tux armor patch. And since we talked about this before, crafted gear is the highest item level in the game, 447. I'd rather craft that item or that toxified armor patch be on an item with a high stat budget. What does high stat budget mean? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Yeah, if I mess it up here. Chest and legs have the highest primary stats on them. Is there anything else? And shoulders, yeah? And shoulders. So helm, shoulders.
Shoulders is a bit lower.
The tier pieces. Okay, shoulders a bit lower. Okay, so the helm, chest, and legs, yeah?
I think so.
Okay, so what I want to do, my plan is to, again, I'm on the bench Sag, but still, my plan is to craft the third spark, because I'm crafting a weapon no matter what. The third spark, unless I get a weapon, and then I move on to the next step, yeah? My next step is crafting on one of these 3 pieces, but if you go down to Echo of Naltharion, Coxie, he drops a shoulder, yeah? Magmorax drops what? We're looking at Mythic generally, but yeah, doesn't matter. Magmorax drops what?
Helm.
And then the Scar, Bomberman, I'll call him, Bomberman.
It's chest.
So what does this leave, guys? I said chest, helm, and legs. So it leaves legs now, yeah? What does this mean? This means I should craft the toxified armor patch on my legs and equip my faucet without those. This is one thing that will affect my decision. The other thing is the actual stat on that item. If you don't mind, Coxie, guys, do you remember how I can see the tiers in-game? Anyone remembers how?
Yeah,
I forgot
go
this.
back and press loot. He doesn't have it. Why do you not have it?
Because I don't have add-on
It
for
was
it.
there before, yeah? No, we had it before without an add-on,
They
but...
did without the add-on thing, I believe.
Oh, I guess. I literally looked at it 10 minutes ago and now it disappeared.
Yeah, I don't think you access it through that. I think you access it through collection. If you go to collection...
No, it's adventure guide.
Yeah, there was something adventure guide, but that was last expansion, not this expansion.
I checked it 10 minutes
He literally
ago.
just checked it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find, but I can't find it.
I was looking at the secondary stats.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do right now. I'm saying basically that's the second thing that will affect my decision, guys. It's what are the secondary stats? It's fine. I'll just find them on Wowhead. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Wowhead Abros. Okay, so now we know, for example, main stat for Hunter is haste crit. Yeah. I'm just gonna check my tier now.
Like tier set stats got changed around a little bit a few days ago.
Oh, I know the fix. Coxie, go to dungeons and press the dragonflight. Should appear. No?
Dungeons?
Okay. My got fixed by pressing dragonflight.
Pharaoh's saying go to adventure guide, then loot. Yeah, but where is the loot, bro? Where do you find loot?
Wait, what are you guys checking?
We're trying to find the set from the raid, basically, the stats on it.
Yeah, you go. Let me see if it's still the same way. Yeah, okay. You go to Adventure Guide. You go to Raids.
It's a Shadowland.
You go to Shadowlands and then press Loot. And top left, you put item sets and not power. Just do that and you'll find your tier set.
Okay.
Trust, believe.
I have it open right now.
Yeah, same. I have to.
Are you there yet, Cox? This is the new set or what?
Yeah, it's the new
okay.
and the old.
So how did we get here again?
You
Select
go to
Shadowlands.
Shadowlands? Yeah, and then loot. Okay. Thank you.
For me, it was
Tifa. Thank you,
Dragonflight.
Arnava. Yeah. Okay, so again, I want haste crit, so I realized that what are the legs? What stats are on the legs, Coxie here? Versatility mastery. Versatility! Why, dude? So, khalas, this is my plan. I locked in. That's my next crafted item. So it's gonna be weapon, and then legs, toxified armor patch, and then boots, acidic, yeah? Or I can even start with boots acidic, but I'll start with this because it gives me more prior stats. More
Is it the
main stat.
updated one? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, update heavy. It's the actually, yeah,
They
it is.
changed
It's
it
for BF.
DJ, but there's a condition here. This is all depending on what tier tokens we drop. Like if everyone optimizes the same way you do,
No, but
we might end up with no force
it's different.
on any hunter.
No, but it's different, Habi. That's what I'm saying. If I know I'm not going to use this tier, I already say that I don't want this token. Yeah? Hunters, for example, we don't want the legs token. Other classes can take them.
I get it,
Yeah?
but is it better to optimize with no force set? Maybe we don't drop the other tier tokens to give it to you guys. That's what I'm saying. What if we get unlucky with you?
We should be working towards getting
That's a good
everyone
point,
posted.
But bro, by the time you get the third spark, it's gonna be 3 weeks in, and 3 weeks in, everybody will have foresight. We did the calculation. We're assuming in 2 weeks, everyone's gonna have foresight in the guild. We're gonna have 90. Remember, we did the math yesterday, RK. So everyone will have. So this is after Habib. But yes, let's say Manju, I get the weapon from week 1. I'm void, yeah, and I get the weapon from week 1. After I do my 20k, I get the 447 weapon. What's my next step? I agree with you, Manju. Maybe in this case, craft the boots first because it's acidic, and I'm going to use the 100%, and then the toxified armor patch. That's a very good point. Yeah.
Like, make these macro decisions because we might cuck everyone else basically to give you a tool.
Normally, I will craft it in week 3 when everyone has foresight, so it doesn't matter.
I
But
could
if
be
I get
wrong
the
here,
weapon
but
only, I could move one step ahead. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the damage proc goes up if the item level goes up on crafted gear.
They said that. I believe they said that somewhere.
Yeah, so you should always upgrade like damage pro crafted gear first.
Guys,
before like
we're guaranteed
patch items or something like that.
Yeah, for most classes, it's gonna be like you craft your first 2 embellished items and then the weapon if you don't have a weapon by then.
Yeah, but I think weapon first. If I'm just summit.
No.
Yeah, literally drop. Just
Well, like
is higher upgrade for sure.
Yeah, literally summit.
it's
I'm
not
pretty
for
sure.
me.
Okay, if you simmed it, and the staff, the 200 weapon is not an upgrade for you, and the embellishment is a bigger upgrade than weapons, then so be it. As long as you simmed it and you double checked, go for it. Because as I mentioned, you want to be the strongest possible version of yourself in the first week, let's say, or 2-3 weeks. Because we're gonna hit Mythic second week. Yeah, we're planning on going Mythic second week if we don't clear everything by first week, of course, and do Mythic first week. So week 2, you will get your second spark. You can insta-craft your weapon and step into the raid.
First week?
Oh, it depends, of course, on how much time we have. As long as we attain the 4 sets
all about
on
the
entire
games.
team, yeah. As long as we get the 4 set manjo and everyone, just like it did in Vault of the Incarnates, it didn't matter, Habibi. Yeah? When everybody had 4 set, and we started Mythic, if you noticed in the rank, we were 600, 400, and then down to 300. It doesn't matter. Yeah, ذيك عطى الحمار جدومي والحق in Arabic we say. Let them start. We'll beat them later. It's fine. As long as we start right, we get the 4 set on everyone. We get that fucking trinket. Hopefully it drops the new icon trinket, and then we just go. We pump.
You get the cloak.
But yeah, get the cloak. Yeah, that cloak. Mark, fuck me, that cloak is important. Anyways, but Renova, yeah, if for your class the Sims tell you, and I'm pretty sure Renova you did your homework, then yes, of course, Habibi. We're not forcing you guys to craft weapon. We're saying just be smart.
I mean,
It's
that's
4
the
4 7
problem.
item
Like they've literally turned everything upside down 2 days
after
ago,
the
and
buff,
now
after the buff, yeah.
now
Okay, well, just wait and
we're
see.
kind
Then
of,
once you get the nightly
I
Raidbots,
didn't
just
craft anything.
optimize everything. Yeah, just do the drop optimize. Just same as the one I did that Coxie showed. Just do all of it again. Use all of the sims. You guys have my account for Raidbots, and you can spam as much as you want on it. Yeah. Okay. So now what did we do? What's my plan on Hunter? Weapon, and then legs. Yeah, Manju, and then boots. But if I don't have tier sets, I'll craft boots first and then legs, and then the last two. Again, the last two crafted for me, based on the sparks, will be the items that don't drop from the last two bosses on Mythic. If you don't mind, Coxie, going back to Hunter. If you watch Coxie's stream here, he will filter Hunter loot. So now I know, for example, feet and legs are going to drop. Sag, these are the two I'm going to craft anyways, which is a good thing actually for me, because these are the things I'm not going to replace until the last boss Mythic. And then Echo of Naltharian, if you don't mind. He drops a ring, so whatever, then doesn't matter. The last two sparks can be whatever sims the highest for me. What I'm trying to establish here, guys, is I'm crafting an item that will last very long for me. Yeah, that's all. So the boots and the legs, I'm not going to replace literally until I kill the last boss.
And off these with like stats that you can't get anywhere else is really good options as well.
Yes, no ring,
like
no next, please. Anything, exactly. Like bracer, belt, exactly. Anything cloaks. But rings or what's it called? Yeah. Cloak, no, cloak. We're locked into the, yeah.
What's this patch?
One thing I was thinking, it's a theory craft, yeah? Maybe it's better or not, I don't know. If we get an option to buy Spark with the weekly coin, just purely because of
actually not bad.
Huge item level gain out of the crafted. You sacrifice getting a socket.
I don't think we were able to buy it like week one.
Yeah, you need 2 weeks for it, not 1 week.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's what they're doing, I think, is they're telling you either get lucky in the vault and get it 447, or every 2 weeks of you not being lucky in the vault equals 447. You get what I think this is what they're trying to do, basically.
And it's
but they missed the mark in season 1. Yeah.
It's for the later weeks, because early weeks, anything kind of is an upgrade, But after a couple of weeks, we're going to see the point that people start getting those currencies, So the question is, I will do the math later. Is it worth sacrificing 2 weeks of socket, which is 200 secondary stat, for a crafted item?
Yes, depends on your own gear. You're gonna have to sell yourself for it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We can do the theory crafting later, and I will let you guys know. But there's also that way we can max our gear.
Okay. Let's move on to your segment, Cox. DPS, if I forgot to mention anything. So just to reiterate, it's weapon, combo of whatever sims the highest for me in terms of embellishments. And then I just drop to Miser crafted gear and I sim there. Sim whatever it is.
The tier off piece, guys, try to give it the last priority. So if you're like DJ, your boots and legs, do the boots first. That's my opinion.
Again, that's a good point, but again, depends on which week it is. If it's early week, I get it, But if it's later weeks, it doesn't matter. We all have 4 set anyways.
Use your brain before you start crafting items.
Can we use logs?
Don't craft a helmet week 1.
Or is it only for healers?
Logs that works. I think it works for DPS as well. Logs.io.
For everyone works.
It works for DPS. Cozy shared it with us before when he joined the guild. Yeah, Arki, what's up?
Can you send me the one where you simmed with another neck instead of
yes. Coxie will go through that, Habibi, now. Yeah, definitely, let's do that. So one other thing, Manja, Habibi, another point. Let's say I'm a hunter, so me, Eddie, and Ghoulie. We know that the legs we will craft. At the end of the day, we're going to craft legs. We shouldn't take the heroic or mythic either item piece, legs, or tier in heroic. We shouldn't. We should let the bunkers or the mages take them. I know, Habibi, I know. But I'm saying I have the normal. If I have the normal legs now, should I take the heroic legs? No, because I'm going to replace them eventually. I agree with you 100%. Good. We're on the same page, Ayel. I get the force and then I do that. Okay. Cox, Habib, if you don't mind, let's open first. Let's show the guys how you did the gear compare for me. Yeah, Habib,
I want everyone, if you guys have the time, it's like not going to take long. Everyone do this and go through the gear and let us know what tier pieces you want and what you don't want for a long term. It makes the distribution of the loot way more efficient. I get Manjo's point, but still, it might change what we decide where
For
the
the
loot
heroic
goes.
tokens, yeah, for the heroic
Yes.
tokens or the mythic off pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
But normal again doesn't. Normal, we're just trying to spread the loot ASAP.
Yeah,
Focus.
normal is
Okay.
purely is to get as many as
Okay.
forset, but
Awesome, yeah.
I would rather know what pieces you don't want, because last year mages and warlocks were using crafted shoulder, so that shoulder was kind of useless to them, and it was
Yeah.
purely to get early forset. So if we know this is stuff in advance, it's basically less a split as soon as like we have these and we've done the research. Basically we get the splits done faster.
Again, it still might be better for, let's say, Aya or Mercedes to get the shoulder, even if it's a DPS loss long term. It's still better for them to get the forset first and then change around. But when we're doing heroic and mythic loot, we need to know, if I'm not going to equip the shoulder regardless, then might as well give it to someone else so we can squeeze as much value as we can. Okay, if you don't mind, Coxy Habib, let's just do the gear compare so the guys know how to do it.
I just want them to share the sim itself and know how to do the gear compare.
I did it. I sent it. That was link number 4, I believe. In the podcast tab, link number 4, Habibi. If you click on it, it shows you. He did a patch plus toxic, basically. That's the different neck and the chest with the thing.
I don't see it.
By the way, go through the trinkets in the new zone. Couple of them might be huge upgrade.
Yeah, drop
even
optimizer,
though
drop
the
optimizer
item
some,
is
yeah.
not there. Yeah, because for
optimizer
example,
some, yeah.
there's a trinket.
Yeah.
Which gives 2k haste.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
like-
the optimizer some, Habibi. Easy peasy. Like once the new
Yeah,
week
but that's not
comes
how
in.
it works for healer. That's what I'm saying.
For healers, I think too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Coxy, we're stuck on your WoW window, WoW
but-
tab, by the way.
Yeah, you're talking. I just wanted to
I
wait.
was about to say, like, that's what QE is for.
Yeah, but I don't trust QE's sims whatsoever. Because
I
it
mean,
goes
then
for
how
instance.
would
Pretty
you-
accurate on HPS. Not on DPS, but it's pretty good for HPS. And for DPS, you have to sim it. Yeah.
I mean, Q is the closest thing you're gonna get until people actually start progressing
Blocking,
raid,
yeah.
and then you look at what what trinkets other people from your
Yes,
class is
but we
playing.
can do those as well before they start using. You can be one of those guys. Anyway,
And the
let
thing
them
is-
continue with the compare.
Okay, it's gonna be white, so be careful.
Yeah,
But
the
what
viewers,
white
we
is
can
fine.
have our talk later on. It's okay.
Okay, so this is just a fast draft on how you
Sorry,
acquire.
Habibi, Coxy, Habibi. Let's just do the gear compare first, if you don't mind. Wait,
Yes.
does anyone have any question on the gear compare? If not, we can just skip it.
Is there like an easy way to, sim embellishments if you already have 2 embellishments equipped?
Gear compare.
Gear compare.
Gear compare, literally. Okay, show them, Coxy. Because when he showed me, I was like, how the fuck did I forget about this? If you don't mind, Cox, thank you.
Okay,
What
basically,
we're doing
what you
quick
do
sim
is that you import your SimCraft add-on input from the game. This is gonna give you your entire gear, as it is right now, equipped
so you
with
have a
attachments.
variant and 1 other embellishment, I'm guessing.
Yes. Let's say I'm curious about my new embellishments, on how it's gonna feel. What I have to do is I obviously have to replace the lariat and the second embellishment, which is bracer for me. Under the second gear set, I can add items. This one I just type the neck I'm gonna use. This is the geo-crafted neck. I give the item level to it, which is 421. I select the secondary stats, which is haste mastery for me. I set the sockets up, which is, I think, yeah. It's a primary mastery haste jump.
God, you're just a boomkin.
Something like that, just,
He's a melee boomkin, yeah.
No one likes boom.
I also have to find a replacement for the bracer. Let's just find something in game.
You can sim the new embellishment, Coxy, yeah? The Shadow Flame thing?
Yes.
Nice, okay.
Do you need to replace the brace? You can add the embellishment on that neck, no?
If he
Yeah,
wants
but
to try
I'm
a
gonna
new set,
sim
Habibi,
both.
If he wants to try a new set, yeah.
You duplicate gear set and you can try the other embellishment.
I'm not gonna add the gem to this one because I cannot guarantee it. So you have to be like, you have to think about it first. But you're adding for neck, it's fine because you can just add it with dual crafting. Okay, so I replaced both my old embellishments. Now I have to add in the 2 new, which is gonna be on the boots. Same, you set the secondary stats for yourself, you set the enchant, what you have, and on the embellishment you just...
What embellishments
So
you
next week we're gonna be able to craft a 447, right? If you get the right things.
If you get the crests, yes. If you want to craft one of your items. Again, if you're 100% sure that weapon is not the best craft.
Still, I would not recommend crafting next week. Just wait for the vault at least.
I mean,
it's basically Wednesday after.
Yeah, keep the spark.
You should probably stay with your old embellishment for the first week.
I mean, you can change if you have embellishments now. That's better, and you have old sparks.
If I wanted to get rid of my lariat, I would need to spend my spark anyway. So.
Oh, you don't have any old sparks?
I do.
Because you can see I set up both my items. Item setups.
The
one I have the original. You don't have to name it. It's gonna name automatically from what you put it in. You can name it.
Make it easier as well.
Fifi, the extra item I crafted is the one that like increases the damage on my other embellishment. So that item in and of itself is not doing anything. I would need to craft the actual toxic thing item.
After you're done with that, you just go below, check if your options are fine. You really should check the nightly build, because the weekly is obviously a week late.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Under that, you should be fine with the default. And just click compare.
And you can do this for multiple sets, guys. Not only compare one gear set. You can literally have 7, 8.
I think I have a link with like 45 million different gear sets.
Yeah, just
as you can see,
Azor's link. Yeah, sorry.
If I just recraft what I have to the new embellishment, it doesn't really do anything for me, because like as you can see, I get 36 DPS, but roughly it's like at a 200 calculation error usually around this. So like below 200 DPS, you shouldn't really think about swapping this unless it's some quality of life thing for you that might reason it.
Yeah, might.
Why do you seem so low? Warrior shit or what?
Yes.
No, it's just magic. What? Who said that? Fuck you, Grim.
Okay, thank you, Habibi Coxie. Let's go, guys. This is gear compare. In case anybody wants, of course, you can ask Coxie or Fifi for help if you ever need any. I prefer you do Fifi, bother him more than bothering Coxie, and that's it. That's how you can literally sim everything right now without even getting any item, crafting anything. You can literally just get it now. You don't have to craft anything. You can just theory craft everything now. And I recommend you do that, especially if you don't have a Zortharian telling you what to do. Do this. Or if you don't have a theory crafter.
Like I'm probably not gonna craft anything for raid, but even the Dream Growth thing, the Bumpkin website says to craft. In week 1, you always craft the boots first, and then at earliest week 2, you craft your weapon. If you
I definitely agree. If this is what your class theory crafter simmed, and they're telling you, listen, the boots are bigger than the weapon, خلاص, then it's numbers, bro. We can't argue with numbers. Yeah, only Manjo and Monkeling argue with numbers. Everyone else believes in numbers. Okay, let's move. Sorry, Manjo, I love you. Let's move, Coxie. Habibi, explain the document to the guys, if please. One thing, sorry, Coxie, before we go. Please listen, pay attention, because there is some weird shit we're doing here. Yeah, some downgrading shit that will be very good long term. Please pay attention.
Here you can see this is a tab of basically all the heroic and the mythic crests you will be able to gain first few weeks. This is what we have currently is week 0. As you can see, you cannot get heroic or mythic crests. You can get normal one, which is kind of useless, because the one items you're gonna upgrade gonna require heroic or mythic. This is one because of basically you have almost everyone in best in slot gear from the previous raid. Another one is just like you shouldn't really waste materials on gear that's gonna end up on shitty item level. Here you can see the first spark you get on week 0, which is now. Every week after that you're gonna get half a spark, so you get your second spark on week 2. you get 10 of each crest. You can see that it says upgrade 1 on 2 hero crest and 1 mythic crest. That is basically because if you do plus 19s or plus 17s, you get an item that's upgradable to the maximum possible upgradable item level, which is 441. That requires 2 heroic crest and 1 mythic crest. We plan around that. And you also want to bank 4 of the mythic crest, because crafting 1 core for your item level that sets the item level to 447 require 4 of these. So as you can see, you just match 2 heroic and 1 mythic crest, and you're gonna have 5 extra mythic crest for each week. On week 1, you will be able to convert 2 mythic crest into heroic crest, and then have 1 leftover mythic crest apart from the banked mythic ones. So we will be able to upgrade your 6th item that week if you go with this. First note, this is based on my class, so you have to pretty much plan around your own one. This is based on me crafting a 2-handed weapon for 4 mythic crest and 2 sparks on the week 3. Week 2, basically.
So if you're crafting a one-hand, it's a different story. If you're crafting the boots first, it's a different story, but we'll talk about it. That's a good point, Coxie, yeah.
Okay, the second week of the raid is pretty much the same. That's where you're gonna have your other 2 mythic crests for the crafted gear. And as you can see that you get a lot of crest for the upgrading. If I do this exactly, and I spend all my crest only on plus 17 or better end of dungeon drops, that means that week
not plus 17, 19, because plus 17 requires 3 heroic. So you only want to do 19 plus, yeah.
Okay, it's 19.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's 441 items, basically.
Yeah, okay. So you use it on 19.
I mean, you can do 17s to farm the crests, but you still want gear from
Yeah. I'm gonna have a sheet after this about that. Just didn't pick it yet. So yeah, if you follow my example that you want to bank 4 mythic crest for your crafted thing, like keep in mind this, I only need half of the mythic crest because my craft uses 2 sparks. If you craft a one-handed weapon, that's gonna require 1 spark, but you still have to get the mythic cores, which gonna take 4 crests. So if you craft a one-hand and then an off-hand, for example, you will have to use 8 of the mythic crests to set the item level of both.
So again, for the dual wielders, for the pure crafting 2 weapons, week 1 you're gonna bank 4 instead of 2 crests.
Not for the dual wielders, it's a bit different. I don't know exactly how it works for casters, but dual wield I'm gonna show it a bit later. Just keep note that if I do this, I will be able to upgrade 12 items by the end of 2nd week if I full cap both the heroic and the mythic crest. Okay, something about dual wielding. If you're a rogue, for example, or something that uses 2 melee weapons, let's say you craft your first weapon on week 1. You're still gonna use 4 mythic crests for it, that's fine. You're gonna use 1 spark for it, that's fine. For your second weapon, what you want to do is basically, you can get that one from Mythic Plus, because having the 447 item will unlock item level stages for the slot. That means if you have a 447 item level weapon in your main hand, your offhand will require 0 crest to upgrade. It will only cost flight stone. You can see it a bit better here. So this is the slots and how many crests you need for it. As you can see, it's gonna drop at 431, and you can upgrade it with 2 heroic and 1 mythic crest. For dual wielders,
guys, you have to do a 19 key for this calculation to work. So, Coxie, sorry,
you have to get the item from at least a 19.
At
Yes.
least 19. So what Cox is saying is in 2 weeks, you can get 12 items at 441 item level. This is insane. That means in 2 weeks, you can be fully BIS. If, and only if, and this is very important, you get the item from a 19 or 20. If you get it from anything earlier, it's going to take you longer to reach full BIS. Okay? Please keep that in mind. Sorry, Habib, go ahead.
Okay, so as you can see, the weapon here is using 4 mythic crest for the crafted one, but the second one is basically free. You can only, you only have to use flight stones, which drop from, pet battles and shit like that. So that shouldn't be an issue.
There is a problem though, Coxie, with this idea, and I remember we talked about it before. It was really good when we discovered it.
Okay.
There's a problem though. The second weapon can only go up to 441.
Yes.
Yeah, it can't go up to 447. So the benefit of crafting a second weapon is that you get a 447 weapon. That's the benefits of crafting a second weapon. But let's say, again, you're a rogue or you're a warrior, you're a fury warrior, you crafted your main 2-hand, it's 447, and then you got another 2-hand from the raid, the Ashkandi, the new Ashkandi.
Yeah.
Instantly free, no crest. Well, yeah, the new Ashkandi. No crest,
will be
nothing.
stronger than Mythic Craft for sure. Heroic Virgin. So you have to be careful about that. If you have a special proc weapon, it'll be stronger than a Mythic Craft.
Sims will show. At the end of the day, Sims will show. But that Ashkandi weapon can be upgraded all the way to 441. It drops at 437 if I'm not mistaken. It goes all the way up to 441 free, just like Coxie mentioned. But
I don't think if you can upgrade Ashkandi. Let me double check.
You can.
Double check, yeah, but I'm pretty sure you can do one upgrade for it. Yeah, it's the Dratnos link if you still have it.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah. So that's it, yeah. And even if you're a rogue, same thing applies. If you're a caster, you want to craft a main hand and off hand, yeah. As for me, for example, I would rather have both weapons at 447 if I'm a rogue, let's say, even if I'm a caster, because I want the main stat on both of them. I'm pretty sure warriors
Offhand doesn't give nearly as much stats as main hand for casters.
Yeah, but it's still higher than no. Or am I mistaken? It's still higher than 441.
Well, I don't know. I haven't had enough in fucking ages.
Okay, so Sims go definitely. At the end of the day, Sims will tell. For DPSs, the easiest answer is just sim it. Just haste it, bro. Just sim it. But again, this is a very nice way to cheese, as Coxie mentioned, to cheese the upgrade system by just crafting one weapon. The other weapon will be free, so you can focus on upgrading other. There is one upgrade, 441. So your Ashkandi will be free, and then upgrade other items, and then at the end come back to the weapon if the Sims tell you this way. Sorry, Habib Coxie.
Okay, so just basically what DJ said, that you have to make your own research based on theory crafters and just gear compression. Drop optimizers. You should be able to tell roughly what you have to do, because actually you can either check the logs or just calculate after it with Raidbots.
The reason we're doing this, the reason we're chatting, and the reason Coxie again, Habibi, thank you so much for all this work you've done, is because there is no research about this right now on how to min-max the first few weeks. Every theory crafter, every guide tells you. Yeah, so that's why we want you guys to read what your theory crafters and guide writers tell you to do. Again, take it with a grain of salt and check sims, check the optimizers, check everything. Do your own due diligence. And the most important thing, in my opinion, is fucking prepare your character. Do a million sims, top gear check, talent compare, everything. Squeeze. I was able to squeeze 2k DPS just by sitting in Valdrak and Fifi. How much were you able to squeeze yesterday?
So
how much more DPS? 3k DPS, literally just by sitting in Valdraking doing nothing. Fifi squeezed 3k more DPS. Please do that, because we're going to be carrying a lot of people normal, so we can guarantee enough tokens that to drop in 2 weeks, and we're all for set. Squeeze yourselves, guys, these 2 weeks, and inshallah everything else will be easy. Go ahead.
Just so we're 100% sure, we are not expected to have anything crafted for Heroic Week, yes?
We're saying, generally, yes, in the previous meeting, and this meeting we say, it won't hurt you to wait until your second vault, for example, so you can start crafting. But if you're 100% sure, and I know Fifi, I disagree with you here, but if you're 100% sure, Reneva, in your case, especially you as a Bunkin, you take me, DJ, boots are the ultimate best no matter what. I need to craft them inside, they're better than weapon. If that's what your sims tell you, then sure. I'm an MM hunter, I need weapon damage, so I'm crafting a weapon. Even if a weapon drops from the raid, I don't care. I'm not going to depend on luck. If you guys remember, Void didn't craft a weapon for a very long time, and he got fucked because he had no weapons until the one dropped from Razi G, which was, a month and a half later. So I don't want to depend on luck. I want to get my gear, everything else upgraded to 441. But again, if this is what your Sims tell you, Roneva, send it, Habibi. That's it. You're a big boy, bro. You know, everyone here is a big boy / gal.
But if
They
you have
know what
all
to do.
the sparks from like last season, you can
Yes.
change
I
embellishments.
crafted a helmet week 1 last season.
I don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah, that. Listen, season 1 was a you know, خلاص, let's just forget about season 1.
It was
a
a new
testing season.
expansion. I was a bit busy.
Yeah, exactly. All
Whatever
of us,
happened in season 1 stays in season 1.
Stays in season 1.
Exactly.
But now, as
You
Vivi
see,
mentioned, if you have the
none
old
of
spark
the
sitting on
new
your bike,
people know that I'm an exploiter.
oh yeah, let's forget about that, bro, so they don't ban you. But as Vivi mentioned, if you have an old spark, please go sim optimizer now. Embellishments. You can maybe you have like 2k DPS upgrade or gear compare, whatever you want. Yeah.
The optimizer will give you
yeah,
good
that's
with
it.
all the other shit and stuff.
Okay, so just final notes here about these things. Let's go to the last tab you had also, Coxie. I like that, the last tab you were working on.
I don't even remember. Which one?
Yeah, this is our own thing. Yeah, this here. Oh, you didn't fill it up. Okay.
Nah, this is Omega Curse. I just stopped.
Yeah, خلاص. I was thinking we can help you here also, but خلاص, fuck it. If you're gonna give up on it, it's fine. Better spend time somewhere else, I guess. You're right.
Where's that Google Doc, by the way, for the Crest stuff?
Which one, Habibi? The one we're looking at right now on stream? Or
Yeah,
this is Coxie's. Coxie, put it in ABC rate prop if you don't mind. This is Coxie's work, Habibi. So he'll post it for us. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the embellishment thing, and then I completely forgot. Fuck me. Yeah, the item. Get it from 19. Okay, so you guys are gonna be spamming 11s, 15, 16, 17. The item you get from 19, you fully upgrade.
You should also make sure you do your 20s for Walter.
Of course, yeah. If you guys are interested, we can try some calculation if you upgrade an item from. Can we see the benchmarks again, Holly? The thresholds of the items? Anyone has the Drachnos link?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Link in the.
I found the
ABC.
Drachnos thing, I think. Yeah.
It's an ABC now.
Thank you.
Just opening it.
Okay, so we're saying 1920 requires 2 heroic and 1 mythic.
Yeah.
What if we upgrade from? Wait, it
Don't
doesn't make any
do
sense.
it from
So
17.
Coxie, if I take end of dungeon 15, sorry, Habib Holly, if I take end of dungeon 15 or 16, I only need 4 heroic quests to fully upgrade it to 441. It doesn't go to 441, it goes to 437. So 17 is the minimum, and it needs 3 heroic and 1 mythic.
Yes.
Should we do the calculation again? Yeah.
Early weeks, heroic crests are the most valuable things.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure how the crest will drop while farming the dungeons in terms of min-maxing, yeah? So currently, 16 plus gives you the maximum value for your upgrades when you want to craft something, the primals, yeah?
Yep.
But we have different version of crests and their fragments. If it stays like the way I think it will, 17 plus gonna drop mythic fragments.
Yeah.
And anything below 17 will be heroic fragments, I think. Yeah. So
it's in the sheet to the right.
It's on the sheet. 16 plus drops mythic fragments.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. So getting our hands to heroic fragments gonna be harder since we are spamming 16 plus. Yeah.
19s.
For the gears.
I mean,
or 19 plus.
No, Holly, yeah, because at the end of the day, you can just downgrade them, no?
It is, but not
Yes,
the
but
early
you
weeks.
still wanna
Early
cap
weeks,
the
you
heroic
need.
crests.
Yes, exactly.
You have to cap both. This is the graphics that you're seeing now.
Yeah, exactly. The flowchart, yeah. So, guys, even if we say, I'm just going to depend on mythic fragments. Okay, you have 150 mythic fragments per week and 150 heroic fragments per week. So you need to also farm that.
Yes.
Scheiße. Okay,
We
that's a
don't
good
know.
point.
They might have it, so once you capped on mythic fragments in Mythic Plus, you'll get heroic, but I doubt it.
We don't know that yet, exactly. We have to
I
wait and
really
see.
doubt that. But
It's Blizzard, bro. There's no way.
yeah.
yeah. We don't know if that's going to be the
So
case.
most
That's a
likely you're
good
gonna have to
point.
do a few lower keys each week. Just to cap it out.
Bro. You just need to do what, like 10, 11 plus 11s.
No, because you get from raid as
No.
well.
You get
So you don't
100
need
from
to-
raid.
So it's
Yeah.
even less than that.
Yeah.
No?
You'll
So you
have
need
do a
to
few,
do
but-
3.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not too bad then.
Yeah. Just make sure you
Okay.
cap each week.
Yeah. Okay,
But
that's
there
a
is a
good point.
catch up
That's
to
a
it,
good
so
point. Okay.
if you happen to miss 1 week because you're busy or whatever,
But-
like you're not behind.
Say less.
That doesn't mean you should slack. Busy.
Okay, let's talk about that, Coxie, definitely. I didn't mention this to the office. I'll mention it to them now also. But, Coxie, what if, let's say, for example, 19 and 20 is hard? For you guys, the Raiders, of course, I'm on the bench. I don't care.
Uninstall the game.
You just start with the 11s.
Yeah, no. What if I want to upgrade the items from 17 instead of 19? You calculated that if I upgrade from 19, I need 2 weeks to upgrade, how many you said? 12 items, yeah?
Yes.
Can we do a quick napkin math, guys, and calculate
watch
what if I did 17s?
Ratnos said it already. If you do 17s, then you can. I think he said you can do 2 items and a half or some shit, and then like you'll save 1 crest, so you can get 2 extra items if you do the mythic ones. I don't know exactly what he said, but it's in his video that Grimo linked in ABC Raid. He said
No,
he
but
calculated
if
it
you look
already.
at Coxie's thing, Habibi, look at week 1 Coxie. The upgrades go all the way up to upgrade 6, no, or upgrade 5.
Upgrade 6 if you convert the Mythic Crest as well.
Yeah. So Coxie is saying if we take items from 19, we're gonna craft 6. Coxie said sorry, Dratno said 5. Coxie is saying you 6, and that's the math here in front of you.
You can do 3.5 items, Habibi, because you're saving 4 mythics for craft. You're using 3 mythics and 9 heroics for 3 items,
basically 3.
and you can
basically 3.
convert 1 mythic. Yeah, just safe. It's 3 if you're upgrading from 17s.
3 if we're going from 17, 6 if we're graded from 19.
Yeah.
So basically, get good and do 19s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
But
I guess
what if you
a
can't?
question should be asked.
17 is not the end of the day.
Don't upgrade.
No, a question
Because
should be
it's
asked.
just gonna push you further back.
What are
if
we
you're
required to do
10
week
days,
1?
DJ.
Okay. Sorry, Ronava, Habibi, what's up?
What are we like expected to do week 1? What should every raider?
Fill your mythic vault.
Yeah.
Fill your mythic vault with
820s.
coins.
Just like season 1.
Baba,
Yeah,
listen.
yeah,
listen.
but no,
Season
you're
2 is not gonna
saying
be
this,
like
but
season
I know,
1, bro.
I know you're saying this, but I know for a fact that a lot of people are not gonna do this. So
Okay, let's talk about that. Sure, that's a good point. Let's talk about that. First of all, I don't think season 2 is gonna be as hard as season 1. 2 points. Number 1,
Start of
we
expansions
are.
are always harder than like.
Yes, خلاص, I
season
don't
to
even.
season.
The guys are saying it exactly. Like, we are infinitely more geared. Number 1, I'm not gonna say we're better because I think we're still good. Okay, I'm not gonna say we're bad. I'm saying we're still good. A skill level maybe didn't change. Some of you maybe, some not. Regardless, we are infinitely more geared. Min max, I'm 4 to 4, 4 to 3. You're 4 to 5, 4 to 6. Everyone's max item level. Yeah. So that's a massive difference from before. Number 2, no more motherfucking thundering. Yeah. Quaking is gone. Bolstering is a joke. Raging is a joke.
Affixes are just easier in general.
Affixes
right
are
now as
easier.
well.
My baby
Overturned dungeons
freeholds
are back
back.
though, so unlucky.
How come which overturned dungeons?
Just wait, DJ.
Yeah, I
People
mean,
were
sure.
testing
I'm not
shit
gonna.
on
yeah,
Twitter.
I can't wait to I can't wait
Yeah.
to zone into a cataclysm dungeon and get one shot by everything.
Hell yeah. So right now, everything points towards season 2 being easier. If the tuning is way off the charts, of course we can't control that. Hopefully they fix it. But I know for a fact that in PTR they've been literally nerfing the shit as much as they can. Yeah. So we know that season 2 is going to be easier. So we're assuming 20s are doable week 1. But Renava has a good point. What if we can't? Let's talk about this. Yeah. What if we can't?
No, that's not my point.
If you can,
My
if
point
you
is
can,
that
you just-
my point
if
is
you
that not everyone in this guild is made equal, and some people did do what they were told to do, and some people didn't. And
That's a good point. That's a good point. Let's talk about that. Yeah, for sure.
You can ask Nell.
so that's why I was suggesting there should be something on paper said. What do you need to do week 1, week 2, and then don't be surprised if you. Well, if you
do the
don't do it,
max
then
keys that you can do, man. And if we have freeholds, we'll make them
I
go
can only
around
do a
for
plus
other
2.
people.
Sorry.
No, what you should be doing is you should be doing 820 keys week 1. If you cannot do 820 keys, there's a reason you're in a guild, yeah? We should help each other do that.
Yeah,
and that's what we do at the end of the week. Now, if it's not possible at all, you're not going to be fucking flamed and looked at differently. We already do that. We don't do that, basically. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Relax. So it's fine, but we need يعني whenever I can't say خلاص do 18, it's whatever. No, everybody do a 20, help each other out. We cross the finish line together, yeah? Manju doesn't get a pass and خلاص he's the best one. No, I got a 99 pass like Manju because he got one. I'm kidding, Manju,
We
relax.
got a 99 pass.
We got a 99 pass, yeah? For the point
I
is
am
we should all
sorry.
help each other. So my answer to this, Renava, and officers, I think you're with me on this, is you should do 820s. I'm not saying do 820s week 1, but you should definitely aim for 820s week 1.
If you
Yeah,
don't
If
have
you
I-
8-1 is done before Wednesday raid, you're out.
if
Kill-
you can't,
relax.
tell us. I of course, yeah. Come on, you're a sweetheart. If you
you're,
can't, let us
uh,
know. We'll
Take
help
that.
you. Yeah. If you
Yep.
can't, let us know. We'll help you. If week 1, season 1. Sorry, Habibi, Chifo and Riva. I know you're trying to say something. If week 1, season 1 happened again, where at the end of the week the only key we were able to do was an 18. We didn't even do the 18 no code. Yeah, remember? Then so be it. Yeah, but the goal is aim for the stars. Yeah, that's it.
I
Riva,
just
sorry, I think
remember
Riva
what
was trying
happened
to say
last
something
season.
for a while. I know, Habibi, I know, but you said it. You were right. Put it on paper. What do you want us to do? You should all do 20s. If you cannot, ask for help. Yeah, and then we'll take everything case by case in case anything happens. Yeah, I don't think anything below that is possible. If you get fucked in tuning, we will be talking together the entire time. Anyways, we'll be on Discord. We'll be on Guild Chat.
just
Sorry,
don't
Riva, I
stand
think
in
wanted
his
to say
way.
something also.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
What
Manju.
if you get something that's like I don't know, has leech on it, is good stats and everything, but is from a 17 or something?
I mean, that's
Is
an
it a bait?
exception, but minimum is
That's an
17
exception,
because yeah, that's an exception. But minimum is even socket, by the way. Yeah, that's a good point, Riva. Minimum is 17 because remember, any key below 17 does not go up to 441. Yeah,
Did you?
so minimum is 17.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
Habibi
right.
Koksi.
It's on different
Okay,
paths.
basically,
You're right.
let's say you get something that has socket and best in slot stats, and you know everything you want. You still should do a 19 and upgrade a shitty thing, because after that you can upgrade your thing for free.
Okay.
Because when
that's
you
a good
upgrade
point. That's a
something,
very good point. Yeah,
it's gonna remember that you already spent crest on that item. Then you can upgrade it with only flight stones.
Yeah.
Basically, you can start by upgrading shit gear and then just
Thank you.
upgrade.
Basically, what you want to do optimally is that you farm 19s for the good bases, upgrade everything that you can to 441, and on that slot you upgrade the actual good items for free.
What if you
But you're
get
capped
the
on flight
17
stones, so you might get
leech
cocked
socket
now.
whatever?
You know, fly stones are infinite. You get as many as you play.
Yeah, no, but
There's a 2k cap, no? It's
Yeah,
uncapped.
just do more.
You cannot hold them more.
Yeah.
Manju, I was
Flight
at
stones
2K
is
on Wednesday
basically
on my hunter. I upgraded 2 items. I went back to 1.6K and back to 2K. It's
flight
infinite.
stones
You can only hold
work
2K at the
exactly
same
like
time.
current 1 hour points. You have a maximum cap, but you can get infinite a week.
It's
Any
like
item you
Minecraft.
upgrade on a hand spot, let's say any other hand, just take flight stones, no crest.
Yeah, no crests. If you
Let
have
me
a higher
explain,
eye level
because
one already.
it's just like Minecraft.
Oh my
How
god,
the
Lulu.
fuck is it like Minecraft, Lulu?
Thank you for your input, Lulu.
Basically Minecraft, yeah.
It's exactly like Minecraft.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
have to
Proxy,
upgrade
one more
the
thing.
item from M+19, would you though?
Yeah,
You just need to
19.
get
Yeah.
it. Because then you
Because-
already
No,
get
بس
the
يا حبيبي
discount up
still
until the
stands. The
same
same
eye
point still
level.
stands. Yes, that's a good point. يعني, again, ideally spamming 19s and then going lower keys is a good idea, of course, but just do whatever you can, the maximum. But also, if I do a 19 freehold and I get the shitty bracers that have shitty stats on them, and I upgrade that bracer, upgrade it all the way to 441, even though it's shitty stats, the next bracer I get from a +2, again, not +2, +17, I know, can go all the way up to 441 for free. Yeah, the one I need, basically.
Yeah,
You
you
get
don't
me?
need crests.
Yeah. So you can, if you do a 19 and you get an item, just upgrade it to max, for example. Yeah, and then the next one is free. Now, this might encourage selfish play, I know. What you tell someone, I can't give you, I want to upgrade my shit, but يعني, it might be a social issue, I guess, but I think it's whatever. Yeah,
But
this
you
person
can't
won
trade
the
either
item.
way.
You can't trade either
So
way,
it
exactly.
doesn't
So he
matter.
got it. Yeah, you gotta just go upgrade it
And
instantly.
if you got the
I'm just
441, you can
wondering-
already upgrade that item, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how easy it's gonna be, because we're gonna spend so many flight stones, right, at the beginning here. So I'm just, why would you upgrade to 19 if you know you can get a better, like if you can get from something from 17, you already know you're not gonna use the crests because you already have one from 19, right? So if you just if you upgrade the one from 19 instantly, you're wasting a lot of flight stones. So if
Flight
you're
stones
gonna have to
drop
maybe
from everywhere. You don't care
you're
about that.
maybe gonna have to refarm them because you're
Yes, but you can refarm the flight stones, but you cannot refarm the crests.
Yeah. No, but this is the same shit, Habibi, yeah? Because I get the 19 item, I upgrade it to max item level 441, and then I get an item from 17. I only have to spend flight stones to upgrade it to max level, but it's the same thing if I do it the other way around anyways. The whole point is Blizzard is telling you, listen, if you get a bracer, you need to spend, again, looking at the picture that Coxie has for us, sorry, Dratnos picture, if you get a bracer, you only have to spend 2 heroic and 1 mythic to get it to full item level. Any other bracer you get is already going to go full item level. You just have to spend the flight stones. That's their idea.
Once you get an item from a plus 19, you should probably upgrade it regardless of it if it's good for you or not, because then you can just farm whatever the fuck and
It will
upgrade
make
it for
your farming easier as well.
for nada.
Question. Does M Plus actually drop flight stones?
It should drop 50 each clear, regardless of timing or not.
Yeah, so actually farming it is easier than
because then my point doesn't matter. My point was that if Flightstone is only done in the caverns,
No, it's global. You can get it from either old dailies.
Dungeons or outside.
Yeah. Okay, then it's whatever. Okay. Good.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
awesome.
One
I
thing
have a
for
question.
one thing for when Reneva said about if you can't finish it 20 next week, like
it
is
rolls
a
over.
progression eventually. So
No,
if you're not
I
able,
didn't say that. I said
if some people didn't, I mean, or like if some people didn't do it or whatever, forget the weekly no leave it, but you're entering the key, you're entering it with Bisc Gear 421. If you can't do it, there's always the option of farming the lower level and then like getting 5 to 10 eye levels extra, then jumping into the 20 and making it easier.
But don't upgrade.
Just
one
thing.
do not upgrade.
Either way,
Holly, I just
way,
remembered some of the demon keys we did last
wait,
season.
either way, if you can't do a 20 on your own or you don't have time to spam, for whatever reason, you need a 20 weekly, please do not wait for the last day and ask us.
Yeah, don't come at like 2
I
a.m. on
wanted
Tuesday
to
and ask.
kill myself
Hi.
last season.
Hello.
If you need help
I mean, DJ
in
will be online,
advance,
but
we have LFG system in Discord. You can DM people, ask us to make a group sooner. Yeah, I don't want to do billion keys 2 hours before reset. Yeah, please. Sooner.
Abuse Holy as much as you can.
Holly, you remember? Holly, you remember the two heal 2 tank cost we did for 2 hours?
Dude, the Holy stop
I
being
don't want to
recommending
think
people
about
to
that.
poke me for tanking, please. Thank you.
Bro, season 1, I think he quit the game for 1 day because of what people did to him. It's fine, خلاص, Holly. We understand, Habibi.
An entire day? Shit.
Bro, for Holly, that's an eternity, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
While we were playing other games, Holly is still gearing up his alts.
I wanted to ask what's week 1 gonna look like in terms of raid. So Wednesday we do, like, what do you do on Wednesday? And
Wednesday, it's gonna be group 1, normal and heroic. And Thursday gonna be second group, normal and heroic. We split it the main
so it's
roster.
normal first.
I think it's gonna be heroic first. I don't know.
Open
need to talk.
ABC rate, please, Coxie, and just open this picture I put there. Or you guys can check it out there. So we were done with the splits, Reneva. We just, for split B, we're missing the 30th member. Sam had a few friends that can join. We can multi-box on one of our characters there. But right now we're trying to balance other classes and everything. And we're working on the healing rotation for heroic and stuff. So this is the plan, Reneva, for everyone here. And we'll post it in announcement tab also soon. Split A starts at 18:30. 18:30, we want to pull the boss. So 18:20, everybody online and summon. Remember, we talked about this? Yeah, this is the tanks, healers, and DPS for that comp. And then split B is Thursday. The plan is we clear normal and then do heroic. Yeah? And then split B on Thursday. They do normal and then full heroic. And then we meet up on Sunday and we continue. We combine both groups. We continue with the splits. We'll explain it at that time. We just need to know how hard is heroic. We need to know, like, is it going to be tough? Is it not going to be tough? What we're trying to do right now, to min-max the first few weeks, is we're trying to go into heroic as 25-25 split run. Remember, we didn't do split run last season. We're doing it now for heroic. We did for normal. Some alts, for example, are demons. We already know that. So these alts will be in the group for heroic, but then once we realize, okay, it's slowing us down, we're going to remove the alts that are
Asgrab is 407.
Asgrab, GG's. Some people are still 393.
Hashtag Reneva Shaman.
Yeah. Reneva Elemental. Yeah.
I tried farming some res and the cabins and they just don't give me any upgrades.
So that's the plan, yeah? It might be a bit slow, but we're trying it out. If it doesn't work, we instantly will work on a fix for it on Sunday. We'll see how split A and split B goes on Wednesday and Thursday, but the goal is to kill tier bosses with as much as possible, with a split group, basically, so we can get twice the amount of tiers. Now, Hamad, since you asked me about this, Grim, since you asked me about this, we'll do the quick napkin math, quick calculations. We said there are 5 bosses that drop a token, and what's his face drops an Omni token. Yeah? So
Last
6 bosses drop tokens. Six tokens that drop from the raid. If we are 30 man, each boss will drop 3. Yes?
Yeah.
So 6 bosses multiplied by 3, how much is that?
18.
18.
No.
18 multiplied.
Yeah. Huh?
18, yeah?
6 bosses? Yeah.
6 times 3, 18, Baba. 6 plus 6 is 12.
No,
12 plus 6 is 18.
for some reason I was like 8
math.
bosses. Never mind.
We need
Yeah.
quick math.
Yeah. We need quick maths actually in soundboard. Regardless, that's 18 per split. So normal split A will get 18 tokens. Normal split B will get 18 tokens.
36.
Combine them, that's 36. Exactly. That's only from normal. So 36 tokens from normal. Yeah?
Yes.
Multiply that by 2, that's 2 weeks of normal splits. How much is that? 72.
Yes.
72 tokens. Now,
Divided by
heroic.
3 now. Ignore the heroic.
Sure.
Just divide
Yes, let's do that. 72 divided by 3. That's going to be 24. 24 divided by 3. Why divide by 3, not 4, guys? Who's Shattor here? Who's going to tell me why divide by 3, not 4?
Who's not
Officers
based
don't
on
know
the
math. Obviously, you don't
Because
know.
you get a free Omni.
It's because because you get a free Omni token when you kill the last boss, either by Mythic Plus score or we kill the last boss heroic. Okay?
It's
Or
2400 score, right?
I
So
think
basically,
so, yeah.
if we don't get duplicates of token, by the end of second week, already 24 people should be forced.
So I don't think it's like feasible to get the Omni token week 1, right?
Yeah.
Unless we killed the last boss on heroic.
No, maybe not.
No, maybe not.
It said curve or high rating in
I think it was 2.4k.
2.4. I think
you can get 2.4 out of
tier piece
1.8.
Yeah.
because it's curve, so it has to be.
Yeah. So 24 people in 2 weeks will get their tokens. Yeah. Now, if we add heroic, we didn't mention heroic. Okay? Let's say we do, we kill 4 bosses.
Only
that drop tokens
first 2
in
bosses,
5.
basically, we do a split. Let's say that. The worst case scenario.
4. I mean, we can easily get Brute Keeper heroic equivalent. Yeah, so let's do 4, Habi. 4, and then let's say each group is 20 man. That's 2 tokens. Yeah.
Yes.
4 times 2, that's
8.
8. 8 times 2 again, 2 splits.
16.
That's 16. 16 times 2.
32.
It's 32. 32 divided by 3. That's 10 people.
8.
10 extra people that got their 4 set. So 24 plus 10, that's 34. That's
47.
more than the roster. Okay. That's more than the roster, basically. So in 2 weeks, inshallah, if all goes well, everybody has 4 set, and then we bang Mythic, and we zoom, basically.
DJ question.
Yeah, achievement. What can I get achievement? Yeah, Masid, what's up?
How much time we gonna put in Mythic the first week?
Again, it all depends on the tuning, Habibi. It all depends on the tuning. We know that all of the bosses, and we'll talk about this now in the next segment, strategy, when we talk about the bosses. We know that most of them are very easy on heroic, but the problem is with the last boss, Mercedes. I don't know what's the goal there. Is it AoE single target? Are they going to overtune it like they did on Razi G? Yeah? We have the healers for it. Last time when we did the Raziji, we didn't have healers. Our healers were, I remember it was Christmas break, so we only had 4 healers maybe. Now we have 7. So we have, if we need extra heals, we have extra heals on that boss. We were covering all of our bases. We just don't know the tuning on that boss. Because Blizzard, they have a meeting and they say, do we want people to kill the first boss? The boss on Heroic week 1? If they say no, then they're just going to overtune it like they did on Raziji.
Are you
So,
saying we
again,
still
we
have
are
a whole last
expecting-
segment to go for?
No, we're done, Habibi. The next point is just strategy. If you don't want to be here, it's fine as long as you know what to do on bosses.
No, I just remember,
Yeah.
hearing that this segment is going to take 30 minutes.
I heard it as well. It's been an hour and a half.
Regardless, if
Yeah,
they
it's
overtook
only
like
we just
last year, we're
started.
fucked.
It's
Yeah,
5 minutes or something.
and that's it. Yeah, I mean, we dived into the bosses whenever, but whatever. This was supposed to be done, but you guys ask questions. Yeah, so if you ask questions, I'm not going to say no.
Oh yeah, it's
we have
our
to stick
fault.
to the schedule.
It's our fault.
I'm not going to
guys.
say we have to stick to the schedule. Yeah.
My bad for breathing.
But anyways,
Fucking
we'll
sucks.
send this. Yeah, we'll send this screenshot announcement tab. This might mean that week 1, no one's gonna get 4 set, but in week 2, or hopefully we kill the first boss on the last boss on Heroic ASAP. Then everybody gets their 4 set. Yeah.